Picture this, a sun-drenched chapel, filled with the sweet scent of roses and the excited whispers of guests. The bride, radiant in white, stands before her soon-to-be husband. Their eyes lock, filled with love and promise. But just as they're about to seal their vows with a kiss, a small voice pierces the air. "Daddy, wait!" A child, no older than 5, runs down the aisle, his little face streaked with tears. The room falls silent. In that moment, a perfectly orchestrated wedding transforms into a scene of shock and confusion. This isn't just another wedding disaster story. It's a tale that will challenge everything you think you know about love, betrayal, and the extraordinary power of forgiveness. Are you ready to witness a love story that defies all expectations? Let's rewind a bit. Meet Jack and Sarah, our star-crossed lovers. They met 3 years ago at a local coffee shop. Jack, a charming accountant with a winning smile, swept Sarah off her feet. Sarah, a kind-hearted teacher, saw in Jack the future she'd always dreamed of. Their whirlwind romance led them to this day, their wedding day, where they stood ready to commit their lives to each other. But Jack had a secret, a big one that was currently running down the aisle in light-up sneakers. As the child reaches Jack, the groom's face pales. The bride, Sarah, looks from Jack to the child, her expression a mix of confusion and dawning realization. The guests start to murmur, their shocked whispers filling the chapel. "Jack," Sarah's voice trembles. "What's going on?" Jack looks at Sarah, then at the child clinging to his leg. He takes a deep breath. "Sarah, I have a son. This is Tommy." The revelation hits the room like a thunderbolt. Some guests gasp. Others shake their heads in disbelief. Sarah takes a step back, her hand covering her mouth. Jack continues, his voice shaking. "I was young, scared. Tommy's mother and I weren't ready for a child. She raised him alone. I've been sending money, but I've never been part of his life. I was too ashamed to tell you." Sarah's eyes fill with tears. The perfect day she'd imagined crumbles around her. But as she looks at the child, Tommy, something unexpected happens. Instead of anger, she feels a wave of compassion. "Why now?" Sarah asks, her voice barely above a whisper. Tommy's mother steps forward from the crowd. "I'm sorry," she says. "Tommy overheard me talking about Jack getting married. He was so excited to meet his dad. I couldn't stop him." The room holds its breath, waiting for Sarah's reaction. Will she walk away? Will she scream? What happens when the foundation of trust in a relationship shatters so publicly? Sarah kneels down, coming face to face with Tommy. She sees Jack's eyes looking back at her, filled with innocence and hope. In that moment, something extraordinary happens. Sarah smiles. "Hi, Tommy," she says gently. "I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you." The tension in the room begins to dissolve. Jack looks at Sarah in disbelief, tears forming in his eyes. "Sarah, I'm so sorry. I should have told you. I understand if you want to call this off." But Sarah stands up, takes Jack's hand, and faces the officiant. "No," she says firmly. "I don't want to call it off. I fell in love with Jack, all of him. That includes his past, and now it includes Tommy." The room collectively gasps. This isn't how these stories usually go. Where's the drama? The storming out? The thrown bouquet? Instead, they're witnessing something far more powerful, an act of radical forgiveness and love. Sarah turns to the guests, her voice strong and clear. Love isn't just about the easy moments. It's about choosing each other, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. Jack made a mistake in not telling me about Tommy, but that doesn't erase the man I've come to know and love. Today, we're not just joining 2 lives, we're creating a family. She kneels down again and holds out her hand to Tommy. "Would you like to stand up here with us?" Tommy nods enthusiastically, taking Sarah's hand. Jack, overcome with emotion, embraces them both. The officiant, wiping away a tear, continues the ceremony. As Jack and Sarah exchange their vows, they do so with a new depth of understanding and commitment. Their love, tested in the crucible of this moment, emerges stronger, more resilient. The reception that follows is unlike any other. Tommy dances with both his new stepmom and his birth mother. Jack, finally free from the weight of his secret, laughs and celebrates with a newfound lightness. Sarah, radiant in her grace and compassion, is the belle of the ball. This story challenges our notions of love and forgiveness. It shows us that love isn't about perfection. It's about acceptance, growth, and the courage to embrace the unexpected. Jack's secret could have destroyed everything, but Sarah's extraordinary capacity for love transformed it into a moment of beautiful reconciliation. As the night winds down, Jack pulls Sarah aside. "I don't deserve you," he whispers. Sarah smiles, squeezing his hand. "Love isn't about deserving, it's about choosing. And I choose you, all of you." Their story reminds us that true love isn't found in fairy tales or perfect moments. It's forged in the fires of challenge, tempered by understanding, and strengthened by forgiveness. It's about seeing the whole person, flaws, mistakes, and all, and loving them anyway. So the next time you face a betrayal or a shocking revelation, remember Jack, Sarah, and Tommy. Remember that forgiveness has the power to heal, to transform, and to create something beautiful from the ashes of broken trust. Love, in its purest form, is a choice we make every day. It's choosing to see the best in someone, even when they've shown you their worst. It's about growing together, healing together, and building a future that's stronger because of the challenges you've faced. As Jack and Sarah drive off to their honeymoon with promises to take Tommy to Disneyland when they return, we're left with a powerful message. Love, true love, can weather any storm. It can turn the most unexpected moments into opportunities for growth and connection. And sometimes, just sometimes, it can turn a wedding day disaster into the most beautiful beginning of all.
Hey, this is Guiding Light Inspirational Stories. Thank you for watching. Be blessed.